Okay. Hello, I'm LaDonna, and today I'm going to be talking to you. We're going to be talking about the nonprofit organization skills. So, just for an introduction, every nonprofit organization has organization skills that boost its performance, such as the youth and adult development, fundraiser principles and practices, the nonprofit accounting and financial management, the volunteer management, and the information technology management. So the comparison of the competencies with the similarities. So the companies in the group is in a group that they all have to contribute to the success of the nonprofit organization operations, meaning that every piece fits together like a puzzle. So between the 1950 and 1960, the U.S. lost the formation of organizations with profits as their secondary motive. The competencies work to meet and aim the objectives of the organization. So this means that in order for the organization to work, everybody has to be on the same page and everybody have to meet the objective. Now the objective may be different and they may be resourced or outsourced to different people, but again, they come together um, as one piece of puzzle to fit. And then you cannot function without the different pieces. So let's talk about the different pieces that will fit together to the puzzle. So the competencies involve management. This is a process that involves planning and resource control within the organization. So the comparisons of the competencies and the differences, the major difference in these competencies is that some of the competencies require more skills than others, meaning that you're always going to run across someone that may or may not have or possess the skill set that you need. Now, some of the skill set is going to be vested, meaning that maybe there's somebody there in the organization that has been there for some time. So they're going to have a little bit more knowledge and a little bit more skill set as far as the way things are run because of as a part of the culture. So the companies have shaped have the how these particular competencies have shaped my learning. Some of the lessons that I have learned from the companies include the importance of honesty in management and volunteering. So what we always want to do, we always want to have honest people be a part of the culture. Now, sometimes people can get honesty and loyalty mixed up, meaning that a lot of times just because you are loyal don't mean that you're necessarily honest. Two different things. So when it comes to the volunteering, I tend to value helping individuals in the community. I can improve on my volunteering skills, but sometimes with this thing called life and work and the different things, your kids, just the different things that you may have. But I have made it a point to even have my kids we volunteer at Christmas, we adopt a family, because it's important for me, for my kids to also give back to the community and learn what volunteering and giving back is and what it stands for and the culture of it. So youth and development, I enjoy participating in activities that empower the youth. Partly the reason is because by nature I'm a teacher. I have 5 boys. So I feel like that I always have to groom them. So part of it is nature. The other part is because again I have 5 boys and they all boys are boys. They always need the extra guidance, the extra coaxing. And then, I love all of them equally, but differently because everybody needs something different, but um, it's all a part of guiding, grooming, and development. So some of the professional weaknesses I've experienced, again, that's going to conclude, I've run across people that's being dishonest. And then again, sometimes, we have lack of enough donors. A lot of times there's not enough donors to produce what the community needs. So therefore, you kind of have to be creative and strategize how you're going to do this because you have the need here, but then you don't have enough here. So you're going to have to try to figure out how to put it together to make it come, whether you have marketers to go out and say, hey, this is a need, this is what we do, or you may have to go on a political level to a higher level. That's where your grant writing is going to come in. just any whatever way you can, food drives to get what you need. Because at the end of the day, as professional workers, we're doing this to help the next person, and most of the time, that's the community. My work in companies. I work as a volunteer manager. I work several places. With the one place that I've worked here lately, I've done the mission Mansfield at Wesley Mission, and they actually were a part of Mansfield Catholic Church, but they branched off into their own entity. So since they had branched off to their own entity, things are a little bit different, ran a little bit different. The people are a little bit younger, so I'm not really sure that the culture is vested there. That's something that they would have to work on, but they are working on it. I've also done recently, I did volunteer at a skilled nursing facility. That I really enjoyed because it was people of all culture, but for the most part, those people were really in need of some sort of service, whether it was community, whether it was house, whether it was community services. So I really, really enjoyed that piece of it because you would be surprised how many older adults they just don't know. They don't know that the resources are available, and knowing knowledge is power. Well, that's how they're handicapped because they don't know. So just even volunteering my time in order to educate them, if I can just educate one person a day, then I have fulfilled some of the need. I recruit and manage volunteers at the organization, and I work to ensure that the organization works to meet its objectives. And again, in this scenario, the objectives are that we have a need. And so the need at this point that we're currently working on is going to be education. A lot of people don't have, they don't do because they don't know. So if you can educate them on what they don't have, what they don't know, then that's half of the battle. Because again, the biggest part of the battle is not knowing. And if we can fix that piece, all the other pieces will tie in. And so this is my work and my competence. And I hope you have enjoyed this sector of um, my presentation. And I look forward to seeing you on the next presentation. Thank you.
You can say you ready to come on.